Hello all. Welcome. This is the first stream that we've done for 2025. So first of all, I just want to say welcome to everybody. I hope everyone is... Oops. Can you hear me now? Yes or no? How about right now? Can you hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now. Okay. I'm sorry. And then my wife's sitting there making fun of me like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Our first stream of 2025, and it goes exactly how our first stream of 2024 went, our first stream of 2023, and then so on. It's just what a way to start this out. Okay, so all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first stream of 2025. The goal of this stream is to go over what our plans are for the next month when it comes to streaming and videos. All right. So there's going to be a lot of things that have changed due to one thing or another. We have a lot of things going on. And so just want to give you guys the rundown, everything that's going on, exactly what's happening. I want to do at least one of these types of streams here at the beginning of every single month, where we're going to lay out what the scheduling goal and what the channel is going to be putting out over the next month. I think this gives a chance for everybody to wrap around their schedules, to kind of know what's going on, to be prepared for this and this. And of course, there are little things that can come up during the month where we might do a impromptu stream on something or whatever. But I want to give you guys like what's going on, what the goal is, what the plan is, all of that good stuff over the next month or so. I think that's a good thing to do for everybody, just so that everyone knows, you know, what we have planned on and all that kind of stuff. I hopefully have all the audio situated and everything is good to go. So it's 2025. And again, I want to say thank you all for helping make 2024 a great year. Yes, it was the year that we made technically the least amount of money on YouTube. But then again, we technically didn't. So let me put that into perspective. So ad wise, we made the least amount of money on YouTube. It's just YouTube is... It's just the way it is, right? Like when you're building something new, which we start over this channel again in 2024, starting to do more live streams and do platinums and things like that. It takes time to build up. And it just so happened that ad wise, this was the worst year that we've had in a very, very long time, probably since 2012, when I wasn't making anything because I just got partnership. But we made a little bit of that up on donations and things like that people were giving out during the months, during the streams and stuff, to keep the channel funded. Remember, this channel is completely funded by ads and by you all. So even though technically, if you look at YouTube's side, we made the least amount, but we made up for that a lot with donations and memberships and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm going to try to get through it all in a very, a good manner and make it easy for you guys to understand. So first of all, I want to say we did it. Even though you guys haven't seen it yet, we are done with Uncharted 4. Now, I gotta let you guys know this, okay? We are done with Uncharted 4. Now, you might notice that we're only halfway done through the trophies for the Legacy of Thieves collection. That is because in order to get the platinum for the Legacy of Thieves collection, you have to do both games, okay? So we cannot unlock. So here, I'll show you guys. All the trophies are pretty much done except for 2 under this thing here. But the reason that we can't get those last 2 is because you have to collect all the trophies in Uncharted The Lost Legacy, which is the DLC that we're going to be covering as well. So Uncharted 4 is completely done except for that one. And then, of course, once you get that one done, then you can finally collect the platinum, which covers pretty much the entirety of the game. Because I don't like how they did this. They don't do this in any of the other ones. They only did it. Whoa, hey. Whoa, big shout out to J Fox Gaming. Holy crap, dude. Happy 2025. I'm currently deployed overseas. Your Splinter Cell videos helped the time go by. Also made me download all of them on Steam. Thanks for the walkthroughs. The game has never been more fun. Also, here is 50 bones. Dude, first of all, stay safe. I know exactly what it's like to be deployed. And my heart goes out to you. Stay safe, all that good stuff. I hope you're doing well. And I'm glad my videos are helping. You know, it's so funny because it puts a perspective on life, because I remember when I was deployed, you know, this was back before streamers, were popular. Content creation was really, when it came to gaming, wasn't just started, but it wasn't like nobody was streaming video games essentially when I was deployed, the last time I was deployed, which was like back in 2010. There might've been 1 or 2, but it was nothing like it is today, obviously. So for me, I would watch movies and TV shows to help pass the time, you know, and get my mind off of things. So, and then I remember, when I got back, from Afghanistan, I went to a Comic-Con and I met, Dean Cain, who played Superman in Lois and Clark, right? And I watched Lois and Clark all the time when I was deployed because, you know, Superman all the way. And, I told him that, you know, his movie or that TV show, it helped get me through a very, very difficult time in our deployment. And, you know, it warmed his heart as too. It was amazing. And it's so great to it's kind of like a first full circle moment now where I get the chance of being on that other side where, what you do helps those that are having a tough time one way or another. Either they're deployed or it's just a way to help your day out or something like that. It really feels good to know that, that people are getting something out of it, and it's making things easier in your own life. So thank you so much to J Fox for that as well. So big shout out. Thank you for the 50. So to get back to what we were talking about, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves does something so stupid. I wish they didn't do this. Most games, if you get a collection, like say Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, right? That's 3 games. So you get Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, you get Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and then Uncharted 3. So they separate it by games, even though it's a collection. They separate it by, it's all based off of one app. They separate it by 3 games with 3 platinums. For whatever reason, they decided not to do this for this one. And instead of giving us 2 platinums, like for Uncharted 4 Platinum and the Lost Legacy Platinum, which if you play the games on their original PlayStation 4 copy, which you can still play on the PlayStation 5, except you can't play it in 60 FPS, you can get both platinums. See, I didn't do that. I decided to go for the Legacy of Thieves collection. I have it on PC as well, but I wanted to do a little bit more PlayStation games this year because I love unlocking the platinum trophy. Is such a fun thing to get. And it's super convenient most of the time, except here when they separate it one platinum for 2 games, and you complete 50 out of 52 on Uncharted 4, but you can't get the platinum until, like I said, who's propping Superman up? Superman is propping Superman up. So if you look behind me, there's like right here, that's Brandon Routh's Superman, and right behind him is Henry Cavill's Superman. So they're kind of like holding each other. It's a huge bond here with Superman in my room. Like I've never really even showed off my room, I don't think, before. I mean, it's a mess, obviously, but like all around the walls and everything like that, all over, you can't really see it here, but is nothing but like Superman stuff. Like I'm a huge Superman fan. So like I have a lot of Superman stuff, and I'm not a fan because I'm a little kid and I believe in fake heroes or things like that. I know who the true heroes of this world are. They're the teachers, they're the firefighters, the military, those that bring new things to the world, inventors, the sciences, all the people that try to make things in the world better. Those are who I consider people heroes. I don't consider sports people heroes per se, or I don't consider like TV or movie stars heroes, although I don't consider like Dean Cain or any of those guys heroes, but I consider what they did is that they portrayed a hero for me, which is Superman. And it's for what he stands for. It's more about is protecting others, is being there for other people. That is what a hero is to me. For some, even though it's fake, it's the symbolization behind what it means. That is why I love Superman so much. It's not necessarily the character himself, but it is literally just the idea behind the character, which is to be a beacon of hope for those that need it. And that is why I love Superman so much, which is why it doesn't matter which incarnation of Superman plays him or anything like that. I always put them inside that because it's an honor to meet someone or to be able to be a part of someone who got to experience what they did when putting that out there and showing the world how life can be better. Even though it's all make-believe, if we just do things for each other in our own way, then we could learn from it. And so I've always had a big heart. I'm a softie, I know. And so, that's why Superman means so much to me. So let's get back on track here because I lose track a lot. This is the ADHD channel that loses track all the time. So again, I don't like how they separated it, but we've got Uncharted 4 done. There's going to be a total of 11 parts. Okay. So you guys, I believe, are like on part 8 or 9 or something like that I have out right now. So there's still a few parts left to come out. After the game is done, there's one part after which has all of the combat trophies and the speed run that trophies that you need to get to this point. So that'll be coming out over the next few days, of course. And then I'm going to have I already have the video on YouTube. It's literally already on YouTube, and I'll show you guys because I believe if I go over to source clone, not there, sorry. Where is it at? Display capture. There we go. So if I go over to here, this is my actual computer. And then I bring up this. You guys can't see it right now, but I'll show it to you in just a second. Like I've been really working hard this past week. So, all right. So as you can see, I've already got it all done. Notice how there is copywriting. So, like I said, that $50 that you just sent really helps us out, Jay Fox. So I appreciate you, brother. Because, this is the big one. I haven't got a chance to do the thumbnail for it or anything like that yet, but you can see now, granted, they haven't been doing as well as I would have liked them to, but it's okay. You know what? I got to stop worrying about views. I got to stop worrying about all that stuff and just put out consistent, good content. And so since we're still doing our streams for platinums, we're also doing videos for platinums as well. The videos are going to be more tailored towards games that are shorter and not as open world as others. So, like Uncharted 4 fits perfectly inside the video format for the walkthroughs. So yeah, they may have not got as many views, but I've had so much fun playing this. I was sick for almost the entirety of me playing this game, and just about 2 days ago, I started to feel a little bit better. I got sick December 25th. Obviously from probably Ella, she got it from school kids, and I got sick on Christmas. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse. Actually, this has been the longest sickness I've had in probably my entire life. To be honest, like I could barely function for a good over a week while I was making this, but I still persevered and I got it out. My voice was all crap. That's why I didn't stream it all until just now. And I finally got it back. If you guys listen to what my voice sounded like in that one part that I did, which should have been, I think it would have been like part 3, I guess. That one, my voice, that's why I had that stupid Peter thing on there. But shut up, Meg. Yeah, I was really, really bad, but I got it done. And that's what matters, is we're trying to stay consistent and getting things done. So this right here, I haven't put the thumbnail on it yet or doing anything of that. It did get copyrighted, but it's just, it is what it is. So that's why those things help us whenever you do that. But this right here is literally 11 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. So it's a long one. So I'm going to put this out in video format sometime probably next week. And I hope you guys will join me for that. It's going to be a premiere. So it'll be a live stream, but we'll be able to all talk in the chat for a little while and stuff like that. It's going to be a long one, so make sure you guys tune in for that. It's the whole entire game put together in one playthrough. So, and then of course, now we can start working on the Lost Legacy. So I just wanted to show you guys, that I've got that kind of working out for me, and that's what I've been working on. So I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes here. I promise you, I've been working super, super hard. And I just wanted to make sure you guys, knew that just because I wasn't streaming did not mean that I have not been like really, really trying to get some stuff done. So I just wanted to put that out there. So we got this done, which is awesome, because on Crushing, doing this on Crushing is no joke, everybody. Anybody that's played this game on Crushing or any of the Uncharted games on Crushing know just how tough this game is to beat in certain sections. And I think I did a really, really good job to get all of the trophies that I could, all the combat related trophies during the playthrough, as well as all the miscellaneous ones that we got. If you guys would like to see an actual speed run of Uncharted 4, let me know, because I did the little glitch that it's not really a glitch. It's been in the game since 2016 and they never patched it. So it just works. So I got the speed run, and I show it in my final video of part 11, which only takes about 3 minutes to do. So you could literally get the speed run super, super easy. You don't even have to play the game again. So I was able to do this, pretty much get every achievement or every trophy in Uncharted 4 in just one playthrough, which is really, really tough to do. So make sure when that full thing comes out, you guys leave a like and comment, because it really, really does help the channel continue on. So Legacy of Thieves, obviously we've been doing. So now we're going to start Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I haven't got into that yet. I'm going to start that probably tomorrow and start working on videos and all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do for this, just so everybody knows, is this is a shorter game. You can literally complete this game in probably 4 to 5 hours at most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something a little experimental that we really haven't done a lot on this channel. I'm not going to put this out in video format with a bunch of parts, like each chapter has a part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record the entire game, getting all of the trophies and everything in one video. So the video might be 6, 7, 8 hours long, but because we were getting every trophy as well, and that takes time. There's a few trophies that require you to do, like for Uncharted, the DLC, it requires you to play through chapters 2 through 4 without taking anyone out. And that takes some time to do. And we can't do that during our regular playthrough because we have other trophies we have to get, which require us to take people out. So, and to get collectibles. And you can only get those collectibles if you have taken people out in a certain area. That's kind of the way the game works. So there's going to be a lot of things that I have to do to make sure that it works. But that's what we're going to do. Yes, Little Nightmares 3 is coming out this year. We're going to be doing a platinum guide for that, of course. That'll be really, really fun. So that's the next thing Uncharted wise that we're going to be working on, is getting the Lost Legacy done, so we can actually come here and say we got the platinum for Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. Now let's get on to something else. So as you can see, I have downloaded, I know, GTA 5. In this account, I've not played it. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be playing the Grand Theft Auto 5 PlayStation 5 version of GTA 5. We are going to be platinuming it. The reason that we're doing GTA 5 is because as of right now, you know, knock on wood, you know, all that kind of stuff. GTA 6 is coming out this year. So we want to be ready for it. And I've never even attempted to platinum any GTA games. Now, we've already got Red Dead Redemption 2 from last year under our belt, and it says in PSN trophies that Red Dead Redemption 2 takes longer to platinum than GTA 5. So we are going to be doing GTA 5. It is going to take a while, obviously. The game, GTA 6 is not planning on coming out until, you know, probably towards the end of the year, I'm sure. Or I would hope they wouldn't put it out at the end of the year, because then that means all the other developers are not going to put out any games at the end of the year, because they know that once GTA 6 comes out, it's over for everybody. If I'm able to get lucky, this is a goal that I would love to have this year. If I'm able to get lucky, and what I mean by get lucky is having, God of War is still coming. No. God of War is still coming. I'm working on that on my own time. I know I'm doing a lot. But I'm still working on God of War, and videos will still come out for that series, continuing on. Yes. So don't fret on that. But well, as I was saying, oh my gosh, what was I saying? See, this is what happens when you have ADHD. You lose track so easily. You get distracted because someone asks a question. Not your fault. It's just, that's just how ADHD works. What was I talking about right before that? I was talking about GTA 5. We did Red Dead Redemption 2. It's going to take a long time for us to do Red Dead, or for us to do GTA. It takes a little bit shorter than Red Dead Redemption 2. It's going to take us months to get GTA 5 done. Let's just be honest. I already calculated it, that if I go by what PSN Trophies says, it takes about 150 hours or so, something around in there. In that case, if we were to stream this game 5 days or 3 days a week for the next 8 weeks at about 5 hours a stream, we would have GTA done. That's probably not going to happen, because it's just not something I think that's physically, you know, possible for me to get it done that soon in 8 weeks. So this is going to be one of those, just like Red Dead Redemption 2 was for us in 2024, ongoing streams, right? We're going to be doing this. It's going to take us a few months to get it done. There's going to be tiny breaks in between here as other games that are new are coming out on the channel and things like that, so we can get ready for that. I was talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, not regular Red Dead Redemption. I do plan on at some point this year to do Red Dead Redemption 1 Platinum as well at some point, but yeah, we'll get into that. So like I said, the God of War is going to continue to come out in video format or whatever, the Platinum playthrough that I'm doing on that one. GTA 5 is going to be the next big live stream game that's going to take us months to complete. The goal is to have it done before GTA 6 comes out, to have everybody ready. Okay. All right. So as far as what's coming out next, this is a good opportunity to show you what I look at and see what games are coming out next, so I can decide whether or not it's going to be something that I'm going to tackle. So what I do is I usually go over here, and then I go to video game releases 2025. And I used to always click on Game Informers, but unfortunately, Game Informer is now debunked. Like they're no longer in business, so I can't do that anymore. So we go over here. So this is GameSpot's 2025 upcoming game release. So I always look at here and see what's coming out. And then I look over anything that says, all right, is this something I'm going to want to try to do a walkthrough for or a platinum for? Yeah. So Daniel, Assassin's Creed got delayed. It's not coming out till March now, just so you know. I will not listen. And I'm so sorry for those of you that would want to see it on here. I will not be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. The reason is I did the demo and I just did not find it fun for me. So it would be a travesty for me to fake going through that game and not enjoying myself. So there's plenty of great YouTubers that are going to play Monster Hunter Wilds, and you can, by all means, enjoy them. I can recommend you a channel that's going to play it and do really good. Fighting Cowboy. He's a good friend of mine, and he will absolutely kill it on that game. Go give him as much of your love as you can when it comes to that, because he is amazing at that stuff. And for someone who has never really played the Monster Hunter games, I don't want to be someone that has to, even though I would never fake going through a playthrough if I wasn't enjoying it, it's just not something I can see myself doing. So why not give the love to other people that know that they can go out there and do that type of game? They love that type of game, but that's just not for me. All right. So as far as this goes, you can see there's nothing here that really gets my bubbles bubbling until we get to, that might be something to do a video for. Star Wars episode, Jedi Power Battles. I remember when that came out. I believe episode 1 had just come out too, and then Jedi Power Battles came out right after that. That was a really fun PlayStation game. So that could be really fun just to do like a video for it or something like that. Exactly. Platinum only what you enjoy, because a platinum takes a lot of time, determination. They're not easy things to do. Even walkthroughs are hard to do, but platinums are so much more, because sometimes you have to play multiple versions of the game, and you know, it takes a big toll. So choose wisely. This is a game I plan on most likely doing some stuff for. Sniper Elite Resistance. So Sniper Elite Resistance is the sequel to Sniper Elite 5. It's a little different. I don't know too much about it because I try not to learn too much about some stuff, because I like to be surprised. I don't think it's it's different. I think it might be more multiplayer based or something like that, but you can definitely 100% expect some type of video or live stream, at the very least, on Sniper Elite Resistance. Am I going to platinum it? I don't know. Probably not. It just depends on if the game play seems like it's something I'm going to want to spend a lot of time with to actually do. So that's definitely some videos that we're going to do of something new. So all I'm going to say is this, because I can't actually say something because I'm embargoed not to say something. So I'm going to work around it and hope I don't get unbargoed. I don't know how you call that, but let's just say if things go according to plan, right around this time, you know, just spitballing here, the time wise, you know, right around this time, you should be expecting something from me. And this something is going to be something you will definitely want to see. Okay? So all I'm saying is, you know, just something around in this area. And I'm not talking about any games that are right here on this list. I'm just saying there might be something that we might be doing that you might see something about, something cool, something suave, you know, something, you know, something true, you know, something, you know, permitting, you know, I mean, there's just endless, you know, there's going to be something here. Okay. So just expect something there. The next thing that I might, I'm saying this, thank you for subscribing, El Barajos, Eli, thank you, Eli, right here. So I did the platinum for Spider-Man 1. I have not done the platinum for Spider-Man Miles Morales. that upsets me a little bit. The fact that I haven't done that one yet, because I wanted to do that one before the PC version of Spider-Man 2 came out, but it's not in the cards. I literally have to start playing Spider-Man Miles. Now here's the thing. Spider-Man Miles Morales is probably an easy platinum. And actually, you know what? That is a good thing to look at right here. What does it take to do Spider-Man? Miles Morales. All right, so there. Why is there only a? Well, it doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. So, it does require 2 playthroughs to platinum, but it takes 20 hours. So, yeah, I'm feeling much better. Like, I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely. I still got a cough, and when I lay down, when I sleep, I still cough. Anyone else get that? As the older I get, like anytime I lay down, I cough now. So I think my allergies have gotten worse over the years, my sinuses and things like that. But I feel fine right now. I was so lucky. And listen, folks, don't do what I do, because what I'm about to tell you is not something you should do. Okay? Don't do it. Do not do it. But I was in a circumstance where it's the only option I had. So, at the beginning of the year, health insurance changes over. Everybody knows that. And we made less money this year than we did last year. So you would think that your health insurance costs would go down because you made less. Well, that's not true. And in my case, they actually went up by over $1,000. And I don't have that. So, at the beginning of the year, whenever you go see the doctor for the first time, you have your deductibles that you have to meet, or your out of pockets that you have to meet before the insurance starts paying anything for your coverage. Now, my wife has a lot of health problems, a lot. And we're right now, prayers forward. In February, we're seeing the judge, and the judge is to see if she can get on disability. So we have a good case. We got our doctor's recommendation, and hopefully that can give us some relief. But with that being said, because she's got to go to the doctor almost immediately, like a bunch of times a month, and she has about 20 different medicines that she takes a day. I'm not even kidding you. You should see her medicine bag. It's humongous. But all of that stuff has to be paid for. Her complete out of pocket and deductible is literally paid for the first time she goes to the doctor because of all the medicine and everything that she has to get. Well, our insurance went up another $1,000. So we have to spend all that money straight up at the beginning of the year. And luckily we got very, very, how do I say this? We got very blessed because we were able to renew our sponsorship with Elizabeth, who is our sponsor for the channel. She's an author. If you type in War Prize on Amazon, she has a bunch of books, fantasy style books. I definitely recommend you guys check them out if you're into like Game of Thrones, with actually good, good action, good writing, good story. Game of Thrones is the same thing, but she's a fantasy writer. She's really, really great. She has graced us again for this year, for the first 6 months, to sponsor our channel. And if it wasn't for her, we would not have been able to pay our insurance at the beginning of the year. So that money went directly into that insurance. So Jennifer is covered. However, I'm not covered, or I'm not, I don't have the money for us yet. So, or for me, should I say. So therefore I can't really go to the doctor. I got my, 3-month supply right before the end of 2024, so that I have 3 months before I have to go to the doctor. Because once I go to the doctor to get a refill of this is my ADHD medicine. Hopefully in 3 months, I will be able to have saved up a little bit, to be able to have mine taken care of at that point. So I got 3 months. So I was like, I can't go to the doctor right now because if I go to the doctor, then I'm going to have to pay mine as well. And I can't do that. Everyone knows that Adderall is a very expensive drug, and it would cost a lot of money to pay, to do that at the beginning of the year or any types of medicines and stuff. I think what I had was probably RSV because a lot of people have RSV right now. There's a big bug going around. I don't think it was COVID. It didn't feel like COVID. But we all three had it. Ella, myself, and Jen. Jen gets it the worst because she's so susceptible to, just the tiniest thing, and it just sets her off completely. But so we got her covered. So luckily she had some antibiotics that, she never used for a sickness that whatever reason she had other stuff, she didn't use them. They were practically brand new almost. So, and since they were just the normal style antibiotics, I took those over the last 5 days and they've helped me get so much better. So I don't recommend doing that. Don't do that. Cause it's a bad thing to go down, but luckily enough, the specific type of antibiotics that she was prescribed was at least something I could take that was perfectly fine for me. And there was nothing like, it was exactly what I would need for what I had, because we had pretty much the same thing. So luckily I got good there. I feel a little bit better. So hopefully I can still last another 3 months before I have to go in and take this. And a lot of you might ask why I'm so forward with a lot of this stuff. Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. I've always been very forward with my life, and I feel like this is my way of expressing myself to everyone. So you guys know that this channel is more than just a channel to me. It's a family, and I live a very secluded life. I don't go out a lot. We don't have the money to go out. We don't go anywhere. We don't do anything really except for just us, just our tight knit family here. So my way of expressing myself that way is to include all of you and to have you guys a part of what we do here. So I get a little bit more open with everybody here because, this just means more to me than just a channel. You know what I mean? It's we've been doing this for so long now. It's 15 years, guys. Coming up on February 10th of this year is 15 years on YouTube. That's almost in a whole adulthood right there. I've been doing this for such a long time, and you guys have all become family and friends and everything. And I've met some of you, I've gotten to know a lot of you. And, this is why I love this place. So I will always be open and forward to everybody. A lot of people say, don't put your all your stuff out there. But if you don't put your stuff out there, if you don't find a community or people that you can do that with, then you're missing out in life, because we all go through struggles. We all need a little help. We all need someone to lean on. And as much as I lean on my wife and as much as she leans on me, sometimes you need more. Sometimes life can get you down really, really good, and you need people, right? It's not just about the assurance, when other people say, well, they're rooting for me or I hope things get better, but that kind of stuff really just, it helps you feel better. It's motivation. It's all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Bronwyn, for becoming a sponsor again. I appreciate it. 28 months. Nice. Thank you so much. Still going. That's right. I can't believe it's been that long since you've been here. I remember when you first started commenting. That's amazing. I can't believe it's been 28 months for that already. Wow. Hey, what's up, Cash? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hopefully you had a great new year, my friend. So like I said, I will always be open and forward with everybody as long as you all have me. I'll put it all out there, because life is way too short in this time, in this day and age, to not, feel like you have people you can go to just sometimes just to vent, right? Maybe you don't have a solution to a problem. Maybe you're not looking for a solution. You're just looking for someone to listen, right? My wife is a great listener. I would say I'm a great listener, but I'm also a man. And sometimes I like to try to fix problems, and I can't always do that. So I need to do better at listening as well. And it's just sometimes, you want to get stuff out, and it's what you do. So to all those out there that say, why do you put all your stuff out there? It's just because, like I said, this place is more to me than just, than just a place to put videos. Every video I put out has a purpose, has a meaning, has a part of me. And gaming is a huge part of my life. I love it. It's something I can do to help myself feel better about, the world, feel better about just how tough life can be. And it's crazy. So we all need an outlet sometimes. Everybody uses different things. For me, I'm a, what do you call it? I'm an introvert. So for me, you are all my extrovertation. Did I just say that right? Hopefully. Hey, thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate it. Yukai, I'm sorry I didn't get to see, for whatever reason, it didn't show what your message was because it's not showing up on my alerts. But I saw that you just tipped. So you want to let me know what you said? Put it in the comments because I wasn't. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's something else. Happy first stream of 2025. Blood Trail Dino Dance. So, Taraj, thank you. I appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much for the 5 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. I like to think I'm very authentic. I mean, a lot of people might say, he just says what he says to get donations or to get all this kind of stuff. No, because for those of you that have been here before we ever received a donation, have I not been this way the entire time of this channel? Like, for those out there that have been here since, the first years of my channel, I have always been this way. I'm always someone who puts their heart out there and loves what they do and tries to show it. And I'm just going to continue to do that. And hopefully this year can be a great year for this channel. Hopefully the year can be a good year for everyone in the world. And I'm not talking just America. Yeah, I want America to have a good year, but I want everyone in the world to have a good year, because if everyone is having a good year, then the individual areas are having a good year too, right? So why just wish for one country, even if it's your country? Wish for all, wish for everything, wish for peace. I know that's impossible, but I just want everyone, I just want life to be good for everybody. I mean, that's just how I am. That's how I'll always be. If you don't like that, then this is not the place for you. So that's what I always say when it comes to that. When am I planning on doing another live stream with Wifey Strain? I don't know, because like I said, we both been sick and Jen's been sick too. I'll ask her and find out what she thinks on when we can do another live stream together. And then we can go from there and see kind of what happens and see what we can do. I do have some good news for everybody. Today, literally right now, my mom is on her way to visit for hopefully about a week or so. She's coming here to see the little girl, of course, and she just uses me as an excuse. I'll see you too, I guess. They all care about that little girl in there. But I'm going to get a chance to see my mom. She just retired after over 45 years working. She's very successful. She's done an amazing job. She's been the CFO of a bunch of different hospitals and stuff like that. She's very financially savvy. She's good with numbers. That's what she's done her entire adult life. And she's a really great mother. I couldn't have asked for a better mom. And she is on her way here right now. So I will have a little mommy time over the next week, which is going to be really, really, really nice. I will try my best to get her on stream. Exactly. I'll try my best to get her to come on stream at some point, and say hi. And then you guys can ask her some questions that I'm sure will be, that'll be kind of fun to have like a Mama Strain stream, where you guys can ask her questions about my childhood or something like that, that hopefully doesn't make me, cry. But, even though that's good news, okay, I would also like some prayers for my dad. He is in the hospital right now. He just had surgery yesterday and he's got surgery again today. He had his gallbladder removed yesterday, but he had some complications and he's getting another procedure today. So prayers for him. He's in the hospital. Here's the weird coincidence. Let's see if you guys remember, where was I exactly 2 years ago today? Or let's just say yesterday. Where was I 2 years ago yesterday, I was in the hospital. Why? Because I got my gallbladder removed on the 8th of January. This is amazing. My dad got his gallbladder removed on the 8th of January this year. 2 years apart, we literally had the same operation, and the same thing, the same things that happened to us during the operation happened to him. So he's going through the exact same thing that I went through 2 years ago. So he's going to have to be in the hospital for like 4 days probably. Had to have the 2 procedures. I had the same thing, and he's going through the exact same thing. I mean, that is, if that's not like a coincidence, I don't know what is. I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah, so, prayers or kind wishes, to him. See, that's another thing about me is I always say kind prayers, but I know everybody doesn't believe, and that's okay. I'm not going to force anything on you. You have a right to believe or not believe whatever you want. So for those of you that do believe, prayers appreciated. For those of you that don't, kind wishes and hopes that everything turns out okay and all that good stuff. So yes, I do feel that God has blessed myself and my family very, very much. We're so very fortunate to have the experiences that I've been able to have, because there's so many others out there that are even worse than I am. If I think how bad I've got it right now, money wise, I mean, there's people out there that are even worse. I might be living off food stamps. I might be living off, pennies on the dollar, but there are people out there that don't even have that and that are homeless. So, never think that your struggles, are the worst it can be, because there is always keep a little bit of humility when it comes to that stuff, because there's always someone out there that's experiencing something even worse. So you could use that for good, and you can use that for bad. You could use it for bad by saying, by thinking, well, someone else is worse out there, so maybe mine's not so bad. But you can use it as good and say that I'm blessed for what I was given and what I do have, and keep trying to continue to make it as good as you possibly can. Right. That's all we can do in this world. I've got a microphone, I've got a camera, and I've got time, and I want to sit it here, spreading love and joy and happiness. And if that's through gaming, if that's through whatever it is, I just want to be able to do that. Yeah, there's another snowstorm coming. It's actually coming through here. And that's why my mom is coming today. She was actually, she was at Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg in Tennessee, like kind of like a little, retirement thing that her and, my stepdad were having. But because of the bad weather, that's coming to hit my area, tomorrow. She is coming tonight. So she's actually stopped her romantic time and all that kind of stuff with her husband to celebrate, her retirement. She's leaving now so she can get through the bad weather that's happening to Atlanta. So, cause she's got to drive through Atlanta where I live, and, you're from Southern Ohio? Well, exactly. I mean, I'm from Southern Ohio, so I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, she got out of there, to come down here. They wouldn't let her leave until Wednesday, because there was back in my my family's home in Ohio, they had like a level 3 snowstorm warning or whatever. So, no one could leave the area until Wednesday. And then, so they were already late getting their trip. They missed out on an extra day because of that. So, and now she's got to miss out another day on her thing because of the weather that's going to be bad here. So, but the only thing that matters in all of this, and I'm being very, very sincere here, is that Ohio State beats Texas. Really, if there's one thing that we can get from this story of perseverance and, fighting and doing everything we can to be the best we possibly can, is that Ohio State beats Texas. That's the number one thing. Casual, thank you for the tip. Enjoy your time with family. Love the new walkthroughs on YouTube. Thank you so much. Uh, Casual, I appreciate you. Thank you for the $15, my friend. And also, can we get some thoughts and love to, oops, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button, to all the people out there in California that are going through what they're going through? I mean, that is crazy. It's a horrible start to 2025. And so my thoughts, my prayers, I mean, obviously all I can do is thoughts and prayers and to all the people out there that have lost their homes. A lot of people out there are saying, it's California, it's all rich people, they can afford new homes. You know what? It doesn't matter how successful you are in life. You're still human. You're still, grieving from losing something that you've, in most cases, worked very hard to get. I know we pay actors and musicians and sports figures way too much money. There's no reason in hell, I say that, pardon my French, that that group of people should make more money than our teachers and our doctors and our people that are furthering sciences and making the world a better place. But just because they do make that amount of money, they're still human. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone out there that is suffering during that time over there in California. Hopefully they can get it all situated and fixed. Obviously we got the new president coming in, President Trump. I honestly 100% hope he does great things. I am later, Cash. Have a good night. Thank you again, buddy. I may have not voted for him, and I may have don't want him anywhere near the presidency, but if he is going to be there, it's because he was voted in by by our system that we have in place. And I hope he does good. That's all I can say about that when it comes to political. I don't get into politics here at all. I do a little political stuff kind of on Twitter, but that's only when I see some dumb person tweet something that's just factually wrong and then I have to correct them or something like that. That's the only time I ever get into like Twitter wars or anything like that. But, I want everyone to succeed and everyone to be successful. So I hope that America can grow and be successful, but at the same time, I hope that we don't bring others down to do it. That's my goal for him. So, doesn't matter if you don't want someone in there. The fact is they're in there, and support and hope that they do the best that they possibly can for all of us. Okay. That's all right, Big Red. I mean, I figured from Big Red that you would be definitely more of a Texas guy. So it's all right. Listen, Texas is a great team. And they've got a good fan base. So, I see all the complaints back and forth between Ohio State fans, Texas fans, or whatever fans of a team you're going against. But can we just say it's two good teams are in the semifinals, and may the best team win. That's it, right? If we lose, we lose. So what? On to next year. It's college football. When you win a national championship, you celebrate it for a few months, and then you're back to the next to the next season, right? Just like how depressing it is to be a Browns fan. You lose every single year for the last 25 years, and yet I am still a Browns fan. I don't know why, because there are times where I just stop watching and I'm like, this team is cancer, and I still watch and I still root and want them to do good. Thank you so much, Kawan. We need that triple X13 walkthrough. I remember that game. Didn't David Duchovny like star in it? He's like the voice actor that's in it or whatever. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I know they did a remaster, but I heard the remaster wasn't very good. So maybe it's something I need to look into. I could do a poll or something like that. Yeah, but it's not something that's like completely on my mind right now, as we have a lot of stuff to get to. So that would be, if we did a walkthrough for that game, it would be during a time when there's no new games coming out and everything is kind of like slow. You know what I mean? That's when that kind of a game I would release a walkthrough for. I'm trying to make sure that I have videos out for those that, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to make videos out for those when no new games are coming out. So everybody has something to watch and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I'm trying to make it the best, like I said, the best year we can. So I don't know, man, this Miles Morales thing, I want to do the platinum for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Okay. Now that comes out on the 30th. Here's the thing. I have the game on PlayStation already, but the PC edition is coming out now. So I'm like torn. It's like, should I get the PC edition? Now, this wouldn't be a debate if I knew I was getting the PC edition from PlayStation, because sometimes in some games, PlayStation sends me the PC editions of games. I haven't heard from them yet, and it's already January 9th. So I think what I need to do is send an email to my PlayStation contact and see if I'll be fortunate enough to be able to get Spider-Man 2 on PC early. And if that's the case, then I can start doing videos and stuff for that to get a platinum for Spider-Man 2. Otherwise, I don't know if I would just go ahead and do the PlayStation 5 version. And since the game would be popular again right now because the PC edition is coming out, to do it that way, or should I do Miles Morales before then? What do you guys think? I wish there was a way I could do, actually there is a way, I think I can go over here like this right here and then do a little quick poll and see what you guys think. Let me just start a poll here real quick. Hey, do you not, hey, this is not a game stream. That's why it says first stream of 2025. It doesn't say what game I'm playing. It says this isn't a game stream. We're not playing games right now. We're going to do, Green, you weren't here for the beginning. We're going to do one of these a month at the beginning of the month. I know I'm a little late, but that's because I've been sick. We're going to do one of these every month. That's going to go over what our plan for the month is. So kind of like a month in advance, kind of like what we're planning on doing. So that's what this is for. All right, so I just put that in there, put yes, and then I'll put no. I just want to gauge off of what you guys think. It's doesn't mean if this wins, it's going to happen. I just want to see what you guys think. Okay. So that's why I'm doing that there. But yeah. What else? Okay. So we've went over GTA 5 is going to start sometime. We need and want to finish Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima. We're really close on both of those. We're like pretty much at the end of the story on Horizon almost, and we're almost at the end of the story with Ghost of Tsushima. So I know those are two ongoing, but there was 3 games I did not finish. 4, technically. 4 games I did not finish that I started in 2024. If we look at the statistics and we just go off of statistics, out of the amount of games that I actually finished and platinumed, only 4 of them I didn't get done. That's not to say we're not going to get them done. But I think that's a huge improvement, in my opinion, over 2023 and all the years prior to that. So I think we've done a really, really good job. What did I have when I was sick? I think I had probably RSV. I mean, that's what I would guess. But I don't know because I couldn't go to the doctor. So I don't know. I just assumed that's what it was. Indiana Jones is coming out on PlayStation in 2025. I was debating on whether or not I was going to take all of my footage that I had collected and make it into one long 24-hour video. I tried to do that. I literally edited it all into a 24-hour long video, the entire platinum 100% playthrough of Indiana Jones, 24 hours long. And my editor, the normal editor that I use, which is DaVinci Resolve, kept crashing. Every single time I get about 5 hours into it, because it takes a long time to render a 24-hour video. I mean, come on. And it can never do it. So unfortunately, I stopped that idea and I got rid of my footage. So I no longer can put out a 24-hour full playthrough of the game, because I was taking out my commentary so that those people that want a no commentary version of it can learn how to platinum the game in just one full video, which is what a lot of YouTubers do, is they put games out in just one video format. You know, I tend to like to do the parts and then do the one video format, which is why I've already got Uncharted 4 done and uploaded in this one video format. But yeah, so unfortunately I know it's coming out for PS5, so hopefully that means I'm going to change the title of Indiana Jones when it does come out, and I will change the title of my stream or of my videos from Indiana Jones to Platinum / 100%, because it'll both cover, you know, the PlayStation version and the PC / Xbox version. So that's what I plan on doing. Let's see what else. So now remember, I'm just going over this month. So we're going to be starting GTA 5 soon at some point before the end of this month. That's the goal. We got a special video, so some special videos coming around that time I showed you. I can't say what it is under embargo. Uncharted 4 is done. We got the Lost Legacy to do to finish up, and then we're done with the Platinum. What else? I mean, I think that's about it covering this month. Yeah. So as far as the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday streams schedule that we were planning on doing, I am not 100% sure that's going to be able to stick for now. The reason being is if we're going to start doing GTA 5, I can't just be doing GTA 5 3 days a week for our Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the next 8 weeks. So, because that's how long it would take to do if you did it 3 days a week at 5 hours a stream, 5, 10, 15 day or 15 hours a week to 150 would be roughly around 8 weeks to finish up. Cyberpunk is something I want to get to this year, hopefully. But you know, we got to take a little bit at a time. Right now, I think it's more important to get GTA 5 out there before we do Cyberpunk. And the reason I say that is because, thank you for subbing, Missy. I appreciate it. The reason I think that is better is because GTA 6 is going to be the biggest game probably of all time. So it would be behoove of me to use that and get that game done. Sorry, I haven't talked a lot over the last 2 weeks, and I'm talking a lot now, so I'm very parched. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. Obviously, we're not trying to overdo things, which is something I usually always end up doing, even when I say I'm not going to. So that's not going to change. But I at least want to make sure that I bring the content out to you guys and you get what I tell you you're going to get. Okay. We did a way better job in 2024 at that by finishing a lot of games that normally we would not have probably finished. So, I'm very, very proud of myself for what I was able to accomplish in 2024. And here is to 2025 being hopefully the exact same thing and even better, right? I want to make sure that our schedule starts being really, really good. What about a Splinter Cell Double Agent for the 360 Ghost walkthrough? I've already done that, Jake. I mean, I did that years ago. I know I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't know if you can platinum that game anymore because of the online, right? That's the only thing. Yes, John. See, we also have Batman. So you can expect this year, like if we're going over an overview of what's going to happen this year, you can expect this year's platinums to be a lot of the next game in the series of games that we platinumed in 2024, like Batman Arkham Asylum. We platinumed it in 2024. So we're most likely going to be doing Batman Arkham City or Batman Arkham Knight in 2025, right? Mafia, we did Mafia, the definitive edition in 2024. So, Mafia game is coming out, I want to say in like April. Is it April? When is so Assassin's Creed got moved to March. It's now coming out in March. Um, when is Mafia coming? I was pretty sure they already announced. It's not there. I think Mafia is coming like I want to say in April, I want to say. Or maybe they don't have a direct date for Mafia yet. But I thought I saw a Twitter post today from Mafia saying that it's coming soon. So we're probably going to be doing Mafia 2 at some point over the next few months as well. That's a game that you can complete in just, maybe 3-4 streams at most. So a lot of those games that we can do in like just 1 week in the summertime. Okay. So yeah, so we'll probably be getting to the Mafia games as well. I don't know if I'm doing Mafia 3, to be honest, only because it's a great story, but the gameplay itself drags on in the middle so much because it's a lot of, I don't know. Mafia 3, I don't know, but definitely Mafia 2, which I think, since that actually ties into Sicily a little bit, which might be a good thing. So maybe we'll get some Mafia 2 references in the new one. So, well, we did do Splinter Cell Double Agent on our 24-hour live stream, and the servers for that were still technically up. So I think what I would need to do is get a few people together to test out if it's even possible. Chasing says, you think that Steam removed the online trophies from GTA 4? Really? Let me see. I gotta see this. We will confirm right now. Grand Theft Auto 4. I have my games like separated way too much right now, so I haven't. Here. All right. Grand Theft Auto 4. Let's see. There's 55 achievements. You might be right. What? You are so correct, dude. I don't see any. They would be like the hardest trophies on here. Missions, Ballad of Gay Tony. Obviously, that's the DLC. So we'd have to do the DLC. Thank you for the 4 months, Missy. I appreciate it. Yeah, they took out. Nice. So GTA 4 Platinum is back in the running too. Which means this would not take nearly as long. I wonder how long that would actually take to do GTA 4. I just don't think there's enough. I mean, we're all assuming GTA 6 is coming out this year. So GTA 4 would be another very, very popular platinum to do. And now, as you can easily see, all the online trophies are gone, which means it would not take nearly as long to do. See, that puts another. Maybe we should do GTA 4 before GTA 5. I don't know. I'm going to have to put that into a poll on YouTube and find out if that's something we should do. Is there a way to play Arkham Origins without the disc on Xbox Series? Anyone? Arkham Origins? No. Unfortunately, Jake. Arkham Origins is one of those things that you cannot platinum or 100% the game anymore because there's online trophies and that doesn't work anymore. So the only thing you can actually do for Arkham series is, or at least for Arkham Origins, is because there's a total of 60, and since the servers are shut down, like you can't do these anymore. Like they're pretty much impossible. But you can do all the other ones. So you can do a single player playthrough. Obviously GTA 4 would still take some time. But it wouldn't, it's much what just did my cat do something behind me? It would take not nearly as long as the original GTA 4 would. So that's good news. I feel like that's good news. Yeah, that makes me happy. I do kind of wish I did the Legacy of Thieves collection. I wish that the PC trophies translated over to the PlayStation trophies, which is why I love PlayStation so much, because we've been doing Horizon Zero Dawn. We've been getting trophies for our PS5 as well as the PC. Same thing for Ghost of Tsushima. So every new game that comes out on PC from PlayStation, it's almost better to play the PC version because you can still earn the platinum even just playing the PC. There's a mod. I'll have to look into that then. There's a mod for Arkham Origins multiplayer. I'd have to look into that. I mean, it would be like the same thing for like Tomb Raider. Like, isn't there multiplayer achievements in Tomb Raider? I don't know if the servers are still up, but there might not be nobody playing. So it would be a situation of games that have multiplayer online trophies for platinums that we're going to do. We would need to get a bunch of people together. I know we've got people that would probably want to join in for Splinter Cell multiplayer, like Yukai, or hopefully I said that right. Yeah, I mean, so we do plan on, for certain games that have multiplayer stuff, is to bring in some people that can help with grinding those trophies. Yes, unfortunately, the Friday the 13th servers shut down. Yeah. It sucks. It really does. Because Friday the 13th was such a great game. I remember when we first played that, we had so much fun playing it. I really enjoyed it. I think you can still play the game in offline mode, but you can no longer be counselors anymore because they didn't program AI bots for a Jason. They only programmed AI bots for counselors. So you can play as Jason in offline mode, but you cannot play as the counselors. So you can't go around as the counselors anymore. Yeah, I know it's a whole debate on who has the rights for Friday the 13th, and money, man. Money is the root of all evil. Money and power, right? It's just when people get enough of it, they want more, and they just continue to want more and want more, and then it just ends up crumbling society in one way or another. So that's why I've always said I just want to be able to make enough for my family to live our life and not to have to worry every single day. That's all I'd ever want. Nothing more, nothing less, just enough to be able to do what we love, which is another thing that I've always said. If we were able to have enough members between Twitch, Patreon, and memberships, if we had enough to support what I do here, then there'd be no ads on any videos. I would get rid of ads, period, because there's no reason to have ads on anymore. Ads are only there just so that we can hopefully make ends meet, essentially. So if we were already able to get to that point, and a lot of streamers are already at that point where most of their funding comes from either donations or from Twitch subscribers or things like that. That's how most streamers work anyways. If I was able to get to that point to have enough to pay all the bills, then all that other stuff would be just gone. I mean, it's as simple as that. And I've stayed true to that. I originally announced that back in 2015 when I first created my Patreon account, that I had said that if my Patreon account ever got to the point that it was making enough to support the channel, then all ads would go away and there would be no censorship on anything. There would be no nothing. You'd get what you'd get, and that's it. I mean, to be there, we wouldn't have to worry about ads. We wouldn't have to worry about copyrights. We wouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's the goal. That's the ultimate dream for this channel. The ultimate dream is to be able to do this with enough support from people that we no longer have to put ads or worry about copyright or worry about any of this stuff. Hopefully that can happen one day. I don't know. I'm getting older. I mean, I'm 41 years old now, and I still feel like a little kid inside. I still have the heart to want to do this and to continue to do it. And I love it. And I want to keep it going for as long as I can, as long as you guys will continue to have me. That's what I want to do. I mean, I love what I do, and I want to keep doing it. You can see I've played a lot of different games here over lately because I've been testing things out to see what I feel like I would want to do platinums for. Like I played Mad Max a little bit to see if I'd want to do that a few weeks ago. Really enjoyed it. And that's a game I wouldn't mind doing a platinum for. Obviously we got our God of War thing that's still going on. Shadow War, because we did Middle Earth, the first game. So I definitely want to do the platinum for Shadow of War. Much easier to get now that all the grinding thing is done, that you don't have to spend money and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can just see I got into a little Batman kick a little bit. Obviously we played the heck out of this. I don't even know if that thing, did they fix this yet? That's a good question. Let's find out. I'm gonna load this up. This will be the first time I've loaded this up since December 24th, it looks. I'm gonna load this up real quick. And I want to see if they fixed this bug yet. You remember the bug where you couldn't get a specific journal entry? All right. So it should be right there. Hold on. I don't know the controls for PC. I don't even remember the controls for this game either. Okay, well, we can't take the picture. Oh, did they fix it? It's gone. No, wait. Hold on. What's that briefcase there? That's a new emblem. I don't remember this emblem. Let me see. Okay, they did fix. I think they fixed it. Look, the emblems are gone that were in the middle of the map. Nope, still there. Yep, it's still there. See that little emblem in the middle of the map right there? That's not there anymore, so I don't... Now this, I'm a little weirded out on. Hold on, field notes. Still says 58 out of 59. Except it's no longer tracking the picture, so they did not fix this. No, so you still cannot get the platinum for this. That is crazy. All those people that played this game would literally have to play the entire game again for this one freaking field note. See, it's right there. Still have not fixed this. I mean, this is just... I can't believe that. That's crazy. All these people still cannot get that. Now, I cheated to get it, which technically I should have got it, so I don't feel bad for cheating it. But yeah, you can't get it. I mean, I'm probably one of the only ones that even says that on here, because let's look at the global. Still 2% were able to get it. but you can't really get it. I mean, at least I couldn't. Some people were able to get it to work. But I did the cheat thing to do it. So I don't feel upset about that at all because I know where the picture is. So it's not like, it's not like I shouldn't have got it. So it just sucks that still to this date, after this has been out for over a month, that it's still not fixed, which means you still can't get it on Xbox too. Cause that was really cool. Cause on Xbox, all the achievements I got on Steam, I also got on Xbox, except on that one, it says I've received like 950 because or whatever the amount for the final journal entry is. Hopefully they'll fix it by the time the PlayStation version comes out. I just cannot believe they still have not fixed this yet. That is just absolutely crazy. But other than that, I really enjoyed this so much. This is such a great game. And it really rekindled my love for Indiana Jones. And the reason that we did Uncharted 4 was because our sponsor, she wanted that game done. Obviously, because, we had just done Indiana Jones. So it kind of felt right to do Uncharted 4. And that's why we did Uncharted 4 for the first game of this year. So, yeah. Other than that, there's not really much else, that we're going to talk about. I'm going to put out a schedule this weekend. Oh, geez. What time is it, by the way? It's time to pick up Ella. I'm going to put out a schedule this weekend for the streaming schedule that's going to happen next week. It's going to be probably confusing because we need to put out a poll if I should do GTA 4 before 5. We also still have Horizon and Ghost to finish up. You can see where we are in Horizon. We're 33, but don't look at that 79 because that's not what we're going off of. We're going off of what it takes to platinum the game because we're earning trophies as well. And there's only 52. So there's like 20 some trophies or something like that were, as of right now, we're not planning on doing the Frozen Wilds at some point, maybe. But yeah, so we only need just not that much more really. And then Ghost, same thing. Like, don't go off that. There's only about like 52, I think. And then we're pretty much almost done with this one as well, as far as the main game while earning trophies. So we're very close to these. I don't know if I'll maybe continue them in video format on some of them or whatnot, but we need to get these done and these will be done. Okay. So just want to make sure everybody knows you're hearing it here. These two games, these two platinum games will be done. Okay. I assure you. We're also setting ourselves up for the future so that we're good to go with what's trending and what's going to be the best for the channel. Because sometimes when you're playing certain games, it might not be what's trending. We have to start to hit the trends more a little bit because we're trying to build our channel. So I want to make sure that I start hitting trends more. And I know right now, GTA 5 or even 4 would be super popular probably on this channel because everyone is so excited for GTA 6. So a lot of people, you've already said that most of you would watch a GTA 4 or 5 platinum thing, right? But not a lot of you, like, well, maybe some of you that are in here now, like say the regulars, we're watching my Ghost and we're watching the Horizon. But some games are just going to do better on the channel than others. Mostly stealth games will always do good, except in instances where, they're big open world stealth games and people have seen enough. If I've already done a bunch of videos like this one here, Ghost of Tsushima, huge open world. A lot of people watch the first, 10 of them. And then after that, it kind of fell off. So that's just how it is when it comes to stealth games and when they become open world, right? Well, not everyone's excited for GTA 6, but mostly everyone is. There's always going to be a few, but that's with every game you play. But the whole point is what I'm trying to do this year is to hit things that are trending more and to try but at the same time, make sure I'm having fun, not hit things that are trending just because they're trending I still want to have fun in what I do, and I still want to choose what I want to do based off of the fact that I want to do it. So I would love to do a platinum for GTA 4 or GTA 5 to get ready for GTA 6. I would love to do that. I love the games. So I'm excited for that. Kingdom Come Deliverance, I will most likely do a video for that, just like I did previously, but I will definitely probably not be doing a platinum guide for that game. But a video or a live stream for sure. But a full-on platinum at this time, unless that one live stream that we do gets a lot of viewers, and I'm having fun. Essentially, those would be the two prerequisites. Are a lot of people watching? Am I having fun? Those, I think, are the two most important prerequisites for platinum games for me. If I do a stream on something and I'm having a blast playing it, but it's not getting any views that are going to help me whatsoever, put your ego aside, or whatever, you put it aside. You got to meet those two criteria: enjoying the game and a lot of viewers. Those are the most two important things. Metal Gear Solid Delta, obviously, we're going to be doing that. And that's going to take precedence. When Metal Gear Solid Delta comes out, that game will take precedence over everything else on the channel. Everything. I would love to not have anything ongoing except for maybe a GTA game at that time. If I can. That takes the most precedence. Hitman 3 Platinum this year. Yes. Natalie, mark it down. Hey, Rusi, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Mark it down. Hitman 3 Platinum this year. Okay. Very excited for that one. Yes. And you can tell that I'm excited for it because once I played, the Jean-Claude Van Damme elusive target mission, I said I'm back into Hitman. So Hitman Platinum, yes. Now, I'm still debating whether or not Darkness says Witcher 3 100% before Witcher 4. Yes. So if there's a sequel in a game that I've covered, or if there is a game that I've covered and its sequel is coming, more than likely I want to do a platinum, if I haven't already done it, for that game before the next one comes out. There are certain instances, though, where sometimes that can't happen. Like this Miles Morales thing. You know, I totally forgot that Spider-Man 2 is coming for PC on the 30th, and I haven't done Morales yet. So, Simos, thank you for the subscription. So I'm a little iffy on that one. I don't know 100% on if I can get that done or not. So I don't know. So I think I'll have two polls. One poll I'll put up today. That's going to say GTA 4 or GTA 5 first to get ready for GTA 6. Then another poll is going to say, should I platinum Miles Morales before the 30th of January because Spider-Man 2 is coming out? And then we'll take a look at what people are saying and go off by there. So those are two polls that I'm going to put out. Okay, everybody? So yes, the Hitman Platinum will, I don't think it's going to take a while, but it will take some time because Hitman games you can get into and you can reach specifically the trophies way easier than a GTA game. It's not going to take like 100 hours to do Hitman 3's Platinum. Especially since I'm already familiar with Hitman and I'm already familiar with the levels for most of them. So I think I can do Hitman Platinum in Hitman 3 Platinum. And remember, Hitman 3 Platinum doesn't require you technically, like if you later, let's take a look at Hitman 3 Platinum here. How did you know where to go etc and not die? So Bronwyn, there's an exploit you can do with elusive targets. It's been known ever since the beginning of them, that if you disconnect the game before you die, you can repeat the mission. So what I do whenever I do Hitman elusive targets is I go in, I play it, I learn where everybody's going. I find out, okay, this is my route, this is my route, this is my route. And even though I've already completed objectives sometimes, if I were to quit the game just by hitting like the exit to menu, I wouldn't be able to do the mission again. So what you have to do is you have to Alt 4 the game. Or if you're on PlayStation, you just have to, click this and then take it off and to close game. And then you're able to continue and it'll load right back up and allow you to do the mission again. So that is how a lot of people are able to do a bunch of videos on elusive targets, is because the game allows you to either take out the internet. That's the easiest way to do. The easiest way to do is if you're in the middle of a Hitman mission and you complete an objective and you no longer can restart, pause the game, take out your Ethernet cord, go to the menu, then you can click on menu, then put the Ethernet cord back in, and then you can do the mission again. So those are two of the ways for you to be able to do that. Yeah, so that's how that works. But as far as the trophies go, let's see. Yeah, see, it's separated. Okay, there's only one platinum, and that's in Hitman 3. And there's only a total of 47 trophies with one platinum. So all we would technically need to do is all of these. And this would not take 200 hours to do. I mean, not even anywhere near. Like, each mission alone would probably take you, I don't know, because you need to master the levels to get to level 20. So each mission, remember, like, how many missions are there? There's only like 6 missions or something like that. What might take you 2 or 3 hours every mission to master each level. So yeah, it would 20 hours, maybe a little bit more, just depending on what, your style and how you're going through it. If you're really good at stealth, then it shouldn't take you long at all. Now, if you're doing everything else, yeah, that'll add up, because then you got Hitman 2, but there's no platinum. See? That was the expansion. That's the normal Hitman 2, no platinum. And then Hitman 1, no platinum. There's only one platinum for Hitman 3, and that's Hitman 3's missions themselves. And it doesn't require multiplayer, so... Each game has its own set of trophies, but it doesn't have a platinum in each game. So this is how platinums work, Shannon. Hitman 3, right? You see 0 platinum, gold, whatever, all that stuff. But it's separated by the expansions. So the original game itself doesn't have a trophy, but it has all of these. Same thing for Hitman 2. Same thing for its expansion. But Hitman 3 is different. Hitman 3, in order to get the World of Assassination Platinum, what does it say? Complete all 47 trophies. How many trophies does it say in the top left? 48. So that means, on PlayStation 5 at least, all you need to do is Hitman 3 itself to get the Hitman 3 Platinum. This is the same thing for other games that we've done in our series of games that we've accomplished. If we go over to my trophies, for instance, when we did Shadow of the Tomb Raider, notice how the Platinum only shows up in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Then you have all these DLCs. We did all these DLCs, but we didn't have to. We didn't have to do all these. We didn't have to do any of these. I could have just stopped my Platinum guide right here and only needed a total of 63 trophies, while the 64th one was the Earn All Trophies. I didn't need to do anything else outside of this. Yeah, that's why we're doing GTA 5 before GTA 6 comes out, because it makes more sense, because once GTA 6 comes out, the only time people are going to be playing GTA 5 is when they want to be nostalgia, or at least until the servers are good for GTA 6, because you guys know for sure. My guess is GTA Online isn't going to be released on release date for GTA 6. It's probably going to come a month, 2 months later, or even more, just like it did in 2013 for GTA 5. So people might still be playing GTA Online when GTA 6 comes out, the other version, but once GTA 6's online comes out, then GTA 5 will probably not be played by as many people because it's still like the most popular game today. If you go over to Steam charts, there's still thousands and thousands of people playing GTA 5. I mean, for a game that came out in 2013, it's one of those games that lasts so long. That's why they don't have to release games all the time, because their games are longevity. They're so good at what they do, but then they make you spend a little bit of money on the online stuff, which is why they screwed up Red Dead Redemption 2 so much, which is why a reason that I think that they're not going to do Red Dead Redemption 3, because they don't really know what to do with Red Dead Redemption when it comes to multiplayer. They quite haven't figured it out. But yeah, GTA 6 is supposed to come out at some point from at least, I would say, if anything, GTA 6, if it's still going to come out this year, it's going to come out between September and October. I think, in my opinion, this is just me. In my opinion, the best time for GTA 6 to come out is August. Or even July. Why? No new games come out at that time, ever, in any year. Sit here right now and tell me of a blockbuster game that has come out in July of any year. I'll be sitting here forever, because it just doesn't happen. For whatever reason, no big games release in summer. Rarely. Like, you might get one in a blue freaking moon. They all come September through December. That's it, because that's the sweeps period. That's when mommies are out buying games for their kids for Christmas. That's when the sweeps, it's a whole sweeps thing. Sweeps is an old fashioned term for when, think TV wise, that's what that usually means. Like I said, Rusi, there are some exceptions that, like, certain games can come out at that specific time. Notice how I said July. June is still a moment where some games usually come, but you'd be hard pressed to find July and August to have really any big games that are not sports normally. Normally sports games come out at the beginning of August. Mafia Old Country comes out in August. So yeah, see, there's one. I'm glad. I want games to start coming out in August. Why not utilize the time period when most people are at home, when a lot of kids are at home, from, on summer break, and they want to play video games, right? I'm not smart with that stuff, so they know what they're doing when it comes to that. But sweeps was just a term used for TV when you would get the rush of, like, all of where ads could start showing up online. Black Friday, Christmas time, Halloween, all that stuff is very marketable. So sweeps time is usually between September and, well, really sweeps is usually November. But the whole thing, ad revenue goes up in general, especially on YouTube, from the months of November and December. December is always the best month, for me at least. December was my best month this year. And my best month this year made less than double of what my best month last year did, or in 2023. So my best month in 2024, I'm just going to put it out there, was December of 2024. That was my best month. And I made, I want to say, 2,400, which for most people are like, that's nothing. And you would be right. It's practically nothing. Let's see if I go, and remember, guys, I'm an open book. So I've started showing this stuff because I don't care anymore. Because, I like to show you guys. See, right now we're already down to under 2,000, and it's going to go down even more. This is going to be really, really bad. This month is going to be awful. It's probably going to go down to, I want to say, 1,000, I would say, probably for this month. It's going to be pretty bad. That's why I'm hoping GTA will help out a little bit. That's why I want to do a popular game like GTA. I want to do it. Plus, I think it'll help a little bit. Then I have some other videos that are coming that I can't tell you about. But if you go over to analytics and then you go, oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. Dumbass. My bad. Anyways, so this is, like I said, it's already down to 1923, but look at the hill we're about to lose. You see that? That's money we're losing. We're bottomed out right now because we really haven't done any live streams. So I haven't been able to get donations and things like that, which is what usually helps bring these numbers up a little bit. So we're bottomed out right now, but look at what we're going to lose. I mean, 124, 101. This is what I was getting in December every single day. And then once December 30th, there was the first of the month, went down 37, 35, 51, 41, 62, 41, 40. That means under $1,500. If I were to stay on this course right here, I would be get under $1,500. My mortgage is $1,300. So you can see how tough it is, especially in the beginning months here. Now, December, we actually made about 24, I think. Yeah, 24.53. So that was the best. Thank you, Sean, for the tip. I appreciate it. This will help 420. Always helps. But yeah, you see that this month was our best. We only went down below 50 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. But if you look, we made up to it by getting over 70, over 90, 100, a bunch of days. Look, that's over 50 twice. So we made up for it by getting those and those numbers, those little spikes, which really, really helped. And this includes everything. This includes videos. Like we did a pretty good job on videos in the month of December with, hey, sorry, I didn't have my sound on, so I didn't hear it. Homer again with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Homer. I appreciate it, bud. But you can see that most of the money that we made was actually from Indiana Jones. Believe it or not, we made more money from part 2 of our Indiana Jones walkthrough than we did from part 1. Do you see how well things can be for this channel if we're able to get a game early enough to have videos ready before release? Because I had Indiana Jones over a week in advance, and I had those videos out to you guys on day 1, and you can see what it did. Now, remember, this is $167 that we made on this one video, or 174 now at this point. And it had only 27,000 views. So imagine if you're these other guys out there, like the Rad Brad, or just anyone that has big channels, that their first video probably got what, 1.5 million, 2 million, something like that for, like, say, the Rad Brad. Well, look, 27,000 and I'm making 174. Think of how much he is making on that video. And let me tell you right now, Rad Brad is great at what he does. I'm not saying that. I'm not salty or anything like that. I'm proud of what he's accomplished, but he didn't put nearly as much effort into this, a 100% platinum guide, than what I've done here. So he just played it. What he does is Let's Plays. He doesn't do walkthroughs. He does Let's Plays. He titles them walkthroughs because that's the big ticket item to put on your video so that people watch it. But it's really just a Let's Play. And so he's just random. He's just playing it. He's not playing, he's not trying to find collectibles or anything like that. He's just playing the game. In Hollow too. Yeah. They're just playing the game. And if I made 174 just off 27,000 views, now what's 2 million views? What's 27,000 go into how many times? He probably made on just his first video for Indiana Jones, I mean, gosh, $30,000. I mean, maybe more. I mean, on just that one video. I'm struggling to get, that's the most I've gotten in a shitload of time. And I put a lot of effort into it. So obviously he's earned what he's got because he's consistent and, he's not annoying like other channels can be. You're not annoyed by his voice mostly. Make a lot of money doing this. I don't. I am just trying to get by. I don't want to make $30,000 a video. I don't want to do that. I had that. Well, not that. But when I was a Facebook partner, I was making $18,000 a month just to be a Facebook partner. And that was years ago, but that's how much Facebook was paying me. And I can't tell you how many times I felt awful for getting that much, because I've always been a firm believer that someone who does things like this should not be making more money than doctors and heroes and the jobs out there that deserve, because they're very important to society and very important to keep our generations flowing. Right. So, he's making way more than $915,000 a year, way more. So just think about that. Let's say an online personality on YouTube makes let's just say they make $1 million a year. Well, guess what? They actually made $2 million a year, because YouTube takes 45% of that. So YouTube gets 45% of whatever they make. That's not 45% on the 1 million. That means they made almost 2 million. And then YouTube takes that. So YouTube alone, on a channel that makes over $1 million, they get almost $1 million a year from that channel as well. We only get a certain small percentage of what we actually make. So technically this video here actually made, double this. So technically I made probably $300 or so on this video, but YouTube takes the other amount and they get that for them. That's the price of playing it on here. This is what I'm most proud about right here. 200 new subscribers on just part 1. That means there's 200 of you out there that are new to this channel. And that's what we wanted. The whole purpose of what we do here obviously is to help people get along through their days and show guides and help people along with their games. But we need to grow. The only way we can continue to do this is if we grow. So the fact that I was able to make 200 subscribers on this one video meant a lot to me. And that is why. That is because I got the game early, blessed, and was able to put it out there early. People will watch when you have games early. So my goal this year is to call more developers, call more publishers, get in contact with them, and try to get review copies of games. A lot of times I'm able to get a copy of a game, but I won't get it until the day it releases. And then at that point, all the other big YouTubers have already had the game for a week or two because they get them automatically. So, well, thank you. Thank you for being here, XTA. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Thank you, Sarpedone. Hopefully I said that right. 79 for the subscription. So you can see the analytics that we all get into and all that kind of stuff. Now, if this game were to come out in February, it would not nearly make as much money. If I had this many views, it wouldn't make as much money. There's a reason for this. It's because this was during sweeps. Again, like I said, this is when the ads on YouTube are at their most expensive because people are buying things more at the end of the year than they are at the beginning of the year. So when games release at the beginning of the year, sales will usually be lower than if they would release at the end of the year. But you can't have every single freaking game that's going to release in 2024 or 2025. You can't have them all at the end of the year, because then you have 15, 20 games, 20 AAA games releasing at once. And then people can only afford to get the ones they truly are going to want to play. So you have to break up games throughout the year. You just usually put your big franchises towards the end of the year because they're the ones that are going to give you the most bang for buck. Ubisoft is releasing, honestly, they were originally scheduled to release in October or something like that, which would have been a perfect time for them. However, now that they've delayed it, they've got nothing else right now on the plate. They're banking. Ubisoft is literally banking on Assassin's Creed Shadows to be a game of the year type of game. So they're willing to release it at the beginning of the year, even though it's now going to be in March, because it's all they have. They need something, and this is all they have ready right now. They're not ready to show off Splinter Cell. I got to take a drink. Yeah, so you can see how it works. Hold on, we got a question from Joe. Excuse me. I know you were streaming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but what time do you stream those days? So, okay, this is going to change. My original goal that I set out at the end of last year to say what this year was going to try to stick by so we could actually come up with a schedule that's persistent and something you guys can bank on was Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the time I started this stream. The reason I chose Thursday and Friday and Saturdays was because we all went over the metrics or the analytics, and it showed that people watch me from around 12 p.m. until about 6 p.m. every day, the most. And the days that are the hottest, where the most people are watching, are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. You can understand why the weekend is popular, Fridays and Saturdays. Sundays is kind of popular too, but you got to have a rest. You got to have like a lot of days on Sundays, people are either wanting to watch football or sport, or they're actually going out to get things ready for the week. Not as many people. So it's all analytics based, and that's what I'm basing it off of. However, because of the number of things we've got coming up and things that we need to do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick with the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday thing. So I don't know. I'm still kind of in limbo. The only reason I streamed today is because I felt good enough and it was time to finally get our first stream of the year in. Notice how we're not playing any games today, right? It's because I wanted to get this stream out there to everyone so they could see what my plan is for the next month and have an understanding where I'm at. You know, I've been sick the past, 2 weeks. I'm finally kind of getting over that. Although with as much talking that I'm doing right now, I haven't spoke this much in over 2 weeks. So my voice is going to be hoarse tomorrow for sure. And you could probably already hear that. But it's tough. It's tough being in this business, guys. It really is. Unless you're one of those that was able to break through and have thousands of views every day, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. But if you're one of me, I might have a big so-called channel because of how many subscribers I have, but that's what I've gained over these last 15 years, but not all of them are watching. So when I look at 300,000 subscribers, it's great to show off and say, wow, you got that many people, but that many people are not watching you anymore. I only have about 1,000 people watch me on a regular basis. That's a negative 299% or whatever you want to call it, drop on what I get on a normal basis. And you can see that when I do, when I'm able to properly plan a walkthrough and have it come out right on time, I can be a little bit more successful. And you see how that plays into it. Like, I didn't need to do all of this. I could have played just Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, and I could have just did my way through it, made it a let's play, had fun, all that good stuff, and not worried about the platinum. And I would have probably still had as much money as I would have by doing this. The reason I changed to this format is because if I'm going to play these games, I want to play them the way I want to finish them. And I mean, finish them. I want to show everything. I want people to know that they could come to this channel if they need help on something. For those that just want to watch the walkthrough, they can watch it. For those that actually want to say, I missed this collectible, I can't believe I didn't see this. And then they go and they find it in theirs, and then they're fulfilled. They feel good. That is also another achievement that I want. Yeah, this takes significantly longer to do, right? I just pretty much, you could literally say I got the platinum in Uncharted 4. I've never done that before. I've beat the game 3 or 4 times, and I've done all collectibles 3 or 4 times, but I've never done all the other trophies. I never took the time to do it. I always just did the walkthroughs and the collectibles and then moved on to the next game. I've changed. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to show you that I'm putting the effort in hopes that we can find a way to gain more people into the channel, bring more, obviously, donations and more memberships and Twitch subscriptions and all that kind of stuff into the channel so that we can get to the point where we're able to do this without fear of what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So that's the thing. have I decided about GTA 5 yet? Because you can play on both PC and PlayStation. So I'm doing PlayStation 5 for GTA 5 instead of the PC. As much as I would love to do the PC version of GTA 5 because of all the mods that you can do, if you're doing a platinum, first of all, you can't mod your game and be online. So you can't have the mods installed in your game when you're online. So why go through the hassle of having to delete all of the mods or putting them over somewhere else, when you're doing that? That's one reason why I'm not going to do PC. Now, if there was the way that PlayStation does it, to where you can earn PlayStation trophies at the same time you're playing the PC version of the game, I would completely do PC, and I would go through the process of changing the mods in and out whenever I would go online or not. But because you can't do that, I'm going to do the PlayStation 5, because when the game for GTA 6 releases, I am going to most likely get the PlayStation 5 version of the game. The reason is, and this is now I finally remember what I was talking about when I asked you guys, and I got distracted in the chat. I finally remember what I was going to say. So my goal for this year is, hopefully, if the channel can do a little bit better, to have enough to be able to get the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, I've been an advocate on saying the PlayStation 5 Pro is a waste if you got a PS5 or a PC. But in this case, it's not a waste when it comes to a game like GTA 6. The reason I say that is because GTA 6 is not going to come out on PC day one. It's going to be at least a year. Good night, Thea. Hopefully had a good night and enjoy yourself. I did a Billy Connolly and circled back to the point. Yeah, finally, after an hour. Hey, Romic, what's up, bud? So GTA 6 is not going to release on PC this year at all. If GTA 6 comes out, it's only coming out for Xbox and PlayStation. I am adamant on playing games in 60 FPS because I only see out of one eye, and it's so much harder on my eyes when I have to play something 30 FPS. It hurts, especially when you've played a bunch of games in a row that have been 60 FPS or over, and then you go to a 30 FPS game and it's just physically hurts your eyes. So if I was able to make enough to get the PlayStation 5 Pro, then I could at least play GTA 6 in 60 FPS, because I doubt GTA 6 is going to be PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X 60 FPS in a performance mode. I don't think it's going to happen, because they've set this game up for 10 years in the future. So my guess is it's going to be 30 FPS on PlayStation 5, 30 FPS on Xbox Series X. Hey, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Did we just get 2 gifted subs? Yes, we did. Sarpendon 79, thank you. The recipients are Freeze, Cube, and Yellfish Cloud. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Over on Twitch. Much appreciated. So that is my goal. So probably what's going to happen is, maybe on some streams during GTA 5 and 4, we'll probably do a donation meter to raise money to get the PlayStation 5 Pro, so that we can I want to platinum the game with 60 FPS. I don't want to platinum the game with 30 FPS. It's so hard on my eyes. That is what kept me from doing the platinum on Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation, is because I had to have 60 FPS. So you've heard 40 FPS on consoles. Yeah. See, I mean, that's 40 FPS is a little bit better. I mean, that's definitely manageable, but if the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be able, even if it's in performance mode, get 60 FPS on GTA 6, I would want it. That would be the only reason. That'd be literally the only reason, because otherwise the PlayStation 5 Pro, I mean, is not really as much needed. But for a game like that, because the PlayStation 6 is not coming out for a while, and the PC edition of GTA 6 is not coming out for at least a year, at least. So one of the things about this channel has always been quality. High quality streams. There's not a lot of streamers out there that are actually streaming in 4K, right? I'm like, there's a few of them. Well, no one on Twitch is doing it, obviously, but on YouTube, not a lot of people do. Hey, Sachin, what's up, bud? Not a lot of people do 4K. Like more and more people are doing it because internet's getting better and things like that. But I've been doing 4K streams for years now, and I want to make sure that my quality stays good. So, that's one of the reasons why. So donations and things like that, you know, obviously donations always go towards just paying the bills. And if there is anything at all left over from those donations, they will go towards, hopefully, if possible. If we don't get it, we don't get it. That's just how it is. Life is the way it is. You accept what happens and you roll with it, right? Not everybody's going to get everything they want, right? Like I said, I'm not Rad Brad. I can't make $30,000 in one video and then get the PS5 or actually have the PS5 Pro sent to me for free. I don't have that. So why sit there and gloat about not having it? Why not go after that goal and do better, right? Because the better you do on your channel and the better quality, the better you're consistent, when you finish games, when you stream more and you do things and you show people that you're putting the effort into this, more people will want to reciprocate that and help you out so that you could achieve those goals and vice versa. So it's working together, right? We're all working together to make it better. I know I might be getting that specific product or something like that, but I want that product not because I want the product. I want the product because it's going to make my videos better for all of you. So that's the whole point of that. Like, I'm not greedy. I don't want something so I can go and sell it on the internet. Like, I want something that's going to improve the channel. I'm still paying off my PC, and I'll be paying off this PC for the next 3 years, and I'm paying $144 a month for it. But that's just it was the only way I could get it. So I had to do it. Like, you know, back in 2018, I could just buy the PC outright, and I didn't need to use some stupid thing like a firm to get a PC like this. So times have changed, man. We all have our ups. We all have our downs. But just stay positive and just keep going. No matter the hand that is dealt me, I will take it and I will keep trying to push forward, right? Because that's the whole thing. Don't give up. There's many times I could have given up on this channel when you see like 20 people in a stream or something like that, where you just feel like, what's the point? But you got to keep going, right? And every now and then I get in those little droughts where it's just so depressing. And then I have to talk to my wife and say, I love what I do, and she, the first thing she always says is, you love this. Don't give up on it. Keep going. Do whatever you can. We will always, for us, because we believe in faith, we will always believe that God has a purpose for us, and we will achieve and accomplish the goals that we set out. Or at least we could say we tried, right? Never give up. So that's what we're doing. Mario, thank you. 31 months. This year is going to be better than last year's strain. Have some faith. Exactly. Have a little faith in me. Or you got to have faith, baby. I miss doing the little, you remember when we always used to do, like, whenever we would get a donation, we would sing a song. We got to bring that back, right? Where any donation we would get, it would be like the person who donated picked a song for us to sing, and I'd sing it for you. It didn't matter how crappy my voice sounded. Everyone usually always loved that. We might have to bring that back sometime, just because it just makes people happy. Just gets people in a good mood, makes things fun. Why not? Why be on stream and be like, just dreading whatever it is you're playing? Why not enjoy it? Why not have a good time with the audience and communicate and just have a good time with the community and and have fun, right? Keep it going, right? It's what do you call it? It's addictive, it's addicting. It's how do you say it when you do something and other people feed off that and then it motivates them? How do you call that? It's motivating, or it's There's another word for that I'm trying to find, but I can't find the word. Um, yeah, for some reason I can't. Next donation, Barbie Girl, sure. Next donation we get, I'll sing Barbie Girl. The guy you talked about doing no damage walkthroughs, he's from India too. I don't know about any. There is a channel that I saw recently, because listen, I'm a walkthrough guy and I've played Uncharted many, many times and I've done all the collectibles, but I've never done the trophies for them. So I myself looked up some walkthroughs for Uncharted to see how people did certain trophies, because I wanted to give you guys the best way to do it. So there were some things in my guide that I watched other people do, so I could say, okay, that seems like a good strategy to do, just because, you know, I don't have the answer for everything, right? We all use YouTube for one reason or another. I don't normally look at other walkthroughs, but for a game that I've already beat and done games hundreds of times, like, I don't mind doing it at that point because I've already, you know, done that. But there was this one guy. I know Mike. I actually know Mike's a good guy. He's a good he's a good guy. I like his stuff. But there's a guy that did an Uncharted Uncharted 4 no damage walkthrough, right? That's impossible. You can't do it. And I hate clickbait titles. I hate people. They're bringing down the actual walkthrough community so much because, listen, you cannot do any of the Uncharted games no damage. It's impossible. The reason being is there are scripted moments. There are other moments, like when you get into a vehicle that you're just taking damage because your character is not moving and you're still vulnerable. You can't do it. So this person was on the PC edition and he modded it to where it doesn't show him taking damage. Either that or he put on invincibility mode. But he titled the video Uncharted 4 No Damage. And I hate people like that because it's such a clickbait title. You literally cannot do it. So I literally replied in one of his videos, bro, you're cheating. This is clickbait. You cannot, because there was a section in the game towards the end of the level that you have to get into the car with Elena and then you have to try to drive without killing anybody, right? Well, the moment you get into the car, it triggers the enemy to know you're there. So it automatically triggers the alert. And then you just automatically start getting fired on you, right? And you literally get, like, you die like so quickly in crushing mode. This person wasn't taking a single shot. And clearly they modded the game so that it looked like he wasn't taking a shot, or they put invincibility on or something like that. I just don't like people that fake that shit. I work way too hard to sit there and have all my work feel unaccomplished and nothing when you got people over here that are doing those clickbait titles, and people will watch it because they think it's true. And it's so disheartening. It makes you just like, ugh, like, why am I doing any of this when a douchebag here can just say no damage and then people will believe it? You know what I mean? It's the most stupidest thing. And so the part of me comes out and says, listen, I got to call that shit out because it's ridiculous. It's not even some edited. It's not edited or anything like that. It's just straight up. He's playing the PC version. So one, you know that the VC versions can be modded. They could be modded to have invincibility on. They could be modded to show whatever it is you want. That's why people love to play PC games. But it's literally impossible, at least for Uncharted 4. So I saw that and I was like, ugh. But there are other people out there that do no damage runs, like Mike and like Michael Benninkoft or whatever his name is. I can't remember, but he doesn't really do walkthroughs anymore or whatever. He used to be one of those. I never was the kind of guy that went out and did walkthroughs for no damage, because that means it required me to play a game the way I didn't feel like I would want to play it. Like when you're trying to do no damage, you have to be very cautious of what you're doing, which is the way I love to play. But it's almost too much because yeah, it's almost too much. So I've started to kind of get into trying to do things no damage wise if I think I can pull it off. But most of the time I don't really care too much about that. The no damage thing is really just it's a cool accolade to say, and it's something you can easily say and want to accomplish in a game like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear. But in a game like Uncharted, where most of the game is nothing but action, it makes no sense. Yeah, my no traces run through on Splinter Cell was absolutely bonkers, because when I said no traces, I meant, that perceivements, right? Remember when we were going through the whole, like, how many count, every time I say the word perceivement, take a drink, or perceived or something like that. Those are super tough to do, because even in games like Splinter Cell, it's so easy to be like, what was that noise? Or what was that? The crazy AI and the crazy voices that they had, the voice actors and stuff. But that was really fun to do. That was a cool challenge to do. And it was a different way for me to play Splinter Cell and have something new that I hadn't done before. Right. And you're always trying to innovate on your channel. You can't just do the same thing over and over again, because all the people that brought you to where you are, they're going to be gone. Like, the nostalgia people will be there to watch the first episode, but after that, everyone will drop off because, okay, I saw what he's doing. That's pretty cool. I've already seen the game 10,000 times, except for the die-hard ones. And there are a lot of you out there that watch this channel for that stuff, and I do appreciate you. But one of the things that's lacked in this channel is my ability to not be stubborn. Is I try to please everyone. And what happens when you please everyone? And Green will be the first person that'll tell me this every single time. When you try to please everyone, you please no one. You have to pick a thing that you're going to do and then do it. Like, don't try to do it for this group. Don't try to do it for this group. Do it for you. Pick it and go with it. And it doesn't matter what the other people on the right or other people on the left are saying. What matters is you get your goal and you go for it. Don't try to please everyone, because you please no one. Just do the game the way you're trying to do, and either people will like it or people won't like it. And you have to accept that, right? Doesn't matter how many great things people in this world have done. There's always going to be someone on one side that says, yeah, but this person does this and blah, blah, blah. And then you have the people over here that are saying they're God's gift to humanity. They're so perfect, like, for instance, Keanu Reeves. I think Keanu Reeves is amazing. I think he's a good person. I think he deserves all of the fame and all of the praise that he gets. Right. But there are people out there that hate him. He's a bad actor. He can't act. He can't voice act. And I was just doing my Keanu Reeves impression, and that was actually pretty good. But I don't look at that. And to me, when I'm watching movies and acting, I don't need someone to act Shakespearean and amazing. I don't need that crap. I just want to believe that person is in that role, and that I can forget who they are and get sucked into that. And I feel like every role Keanu does, even if it's monotone, I feel that he understands the characters that he's plays, and he doesn't try to play any character that would not fit him as a person, right? And that's one of the reasons I love him, because he's one of the nicest guys. He makes celebrities feel like they're us, and we need that, right? Because we put celebrities on a pedestal, and he's the one guy that would step off of that pedestal and stand right next to you. And that is the kind of guy that I root for. So, but you're going to have people that hate him, I mean, there's no such thing as the perfect being. There's no such thing except for God, in my opinion, but that's just, and people don't believe. So there's always going to be, back and forth or whatever. So stop trying to please everybody and please yourself multiple times a day. That came out wrong. Please be happy with yourself. Is that a better way to phrase that? And Every little thing you do, no matter how small it is, no matter, no, I'm treading carefully here because we're going down some weird territory here, but every little goal, every little tiny win that you can consider a win, take it and keep going, right? Guess what? You opened your eyes. Congratulations. You get to live for a little while longer. You get to enjoy this world, and you get to wake up. Look over at your significant other. She's there with you. He's there with you. Enjoy what you get out of your life, right? Try not to focus on the negative, but lean on the positive and keep moving forward. I always go back to the quote from Rocky 6, or Rocky Balboa, that Sylvester Stallone says when he's talking to his son. And I'm paraphrasing because I'm not good at quoting, but it was somewhere along the lines of, we do the things we do and we get knocked down, right? That doesn't mean to give up. That doesn't mean to stop, right? The whole purpose is you get back up and you keep going. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you keep getting back up. So all the times that we go through depression here on this channel, we come out of it and we keep moving on. Just keep moving on. Don't stop. Always try to move forward. Sometimes you take a few steps back, but just remember where that line is and keep pushing forward, right? That's what I'm here to do. And that's what I'm going to try to keep doing on this channel for the foreseeable future. So if anyone has any more questions for me, let me know right now and I'll answer some things. Other than that, that's going to be it for this stream. Lots of things going on. Like I said, I'm going to have a few polls out. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, guys. Honestly, I'm going to try to continue to work on getting the Uncharted Lost Legacy complete and done. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do for this GTA thing. That's going to be the next thing that I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, we're just going to keep moving forward and hoping for the best. And we're bringing the streams back again, like I said. So hopefully that'll make your guys' days go by a little bit easier. It's definitely going to make my day go by better. Because I always dread when I stream. I dread it. I literally dread it. Every time before I start a stream, I get so nervous. I get sweaty. I start to scratch my nose. I do all these things that make me uncomfortable because streaming makes me uncomfortable. But when I'm in the stream and I'm doing it, a sense of relief comes over me because I see that the people that are in here, they're happy and they're having a good time and we're all having a good time and it's all fun and it motivates you. It really does. So thank you guys for doing that, of course. When am I going to start GTA 5? We're going to figure that out this weekend. I might actually, honestly, since you can platinum GTA 4, I might try to do GTA 4 before 5. I don't know. I'm going to do a poll. That poll doesn't mean that's going to be accepted, whatever wins, but I'm going to take a hard look at it and see what's going to be best for this channel. If I think GTA 4 can bring in as many views as GTA 5, then there's no reason for me not to do it because we still got plenty of time before GTA 6 comes. And, you know, we want to get these, I would love to have a GTA 4 platinum and a GTA 5 platinum before GTA 6. Now I say platinum, obviously the GTA 4 would be on PC, so we'd just be getting every Steam achievement. The GTA 5 would be on PlayStation 5. And then GTA 6 would most likely be on PlayStation 5 as well. So don't forget to continue to watch the Uncharted videos, everybody. I want to see those comments on every video that we do. That really helps. Remember, leave the videos on for a longer period of time, you know, in the background, whatever it is. Watch times really, really help the channel. When you're on my channel, make sure you do this. I'm just going to use, I'll use DSP Gaming's. I love being subscribed to him. Sometimes I watch him and I realize things are not as bad as they can be, clearly. So if you're subscribed to me, this is what it'll look like, except it won't be him. You'll click on this right here where it says subscribed, and then you'll click all. That's the biggest thing that I can tell you. And I'm going to start to make a video intro for all all of my videos and live streams that I do, so that at the beginning we have a little video that plays that shows this right here. So people remember to turn this on, because if you do not have this on, you will not be like, I could go to watch. Okay. You see how it says personalized, right? If I go to subscriptions, this only shows up right now because I literally just clicked on his thing. Otherwise that would not have been here. So you'll see my subscriptions. These are from channels that I would watch every now and then. So if I haven't watched a specific channel of one of these guys in a while, it isn't going to show up here. It's not going to show up. So if you haven't seen me in a few days, my videos will stop showing in your feed. If you have this set to anything but all. So make sure you set it to all, because that means every single video that I come out with, it will show you. Every live stream update, it'll update you. All that stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I just, want to make sure you guys knew that. All right. Well, there you go. So we have a total of 334,000 subscribers right now, 9.1 thousand videos. That's crazy. We've come such a long way. I get it. 50 people watching. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to try to look at numbers and get down or anything like that. I just want to create whatever product that people are wanting to watch. I want to give you guys a reason to come back. I want to give you guys all the information you need to make sure that you can see that I'm live and all that good stuff. And keep things going. We got part 8 out right now. I'll probably have part 9 maybe for you guys tomorrow. It's already on. The only thing I haven't finished yet is because I'm doing these myself is, where's part 9? Right there. Is I haven't finished the timestamps for this yet. Do you see how they say chapter 13, 14, and 15? But this is 16, 17, and 18. So these videos are already done and ready. It's just I haven't had the chance to go over and put in. You got to understand how long it takes to do this. You have to go through the video step by step and put in the timestamps for all of the collectibles. It's worth it because it helps people. Even if I'm helping one person that is re-going over a game to get a platinum, and you've clicked on one of these because you needed help on something that you missed, then it's worth it. It's totally worth it. So it takes a lot of time though, which is why I always say, it's not easy doing what I do. It's not. And sometimes you don't make anything out of it. I mean, look at this. This was part 1. It's got 1,500 views. It is what it is. $3.92. That's not enough. That's what I've made for this entire, from January 3rd till now. Right? So this is not enough to live on, which is why, unfortunately, I haven't been able to stream because I've been sick. So we've lost so much money just this year alone already because I haven't been able to stream to keep the channel bumping, right? So it is in almost, and here's the thing. I would have made this probably if I would have streamed this. That would have been the same thing. Now, it could have been a little bit more because we got some donations and things like that, which is why sometimes I will go the stream route on certain games that we're platinuming, but other games I won't. This game felt like this is the perfect kind of video. We want videos out there too for those people that don't have a chance to check out the live stream. What I also plan on doing is for the live streams is to take those videos, record them, like the 5-hour live stream, and then edit it down so that we show all the main good parts of it. So people don't have to watch a 5-hour video. They can sit there and watch an hour and a half or 2-hour video, and get to the good stuff instead of, but you still can watch the live stream if you want. I mean, it's up to you, but that's what I'm going to be doing with some walkthroughs that we're doing as well. So we'll be doing them in live stream format, turning them into videos. Okay. That way we get the best of both worlds. We got videos coming out. One of the things I lacked all year, if you look at, go to studio. Now we can actually look at this. We couldn't do it before because we look at what we did in 2024. That's all I've made. I mean, this is the lowest number I've had in years. I mean, years. So it's been quite tough. And we had little points where we had some spikes, you know, every now and then. Like in June, we had a spike. I exactly remember what the spike was for. And then in December, we had a spike because of Indiana Jones. So, you know, we have every now and then. We only gained 3,000 subscribers. I mean, that might be a lot to some people that don't have a lot of subscribers, but for a channel with 330,000 subscribers, we got to do better than 3.2K. We're not bringing enough people in. So that means I'm not doing a good enough job and I need to do better. Right. But yeah, you can see what the best videos, I mean, that got almost 1 million views. This was the entire year. That one got almost 1 million views this year. Look at the next lowest one. Bill Clinton, 22-second clip or a 33-second clip. So, you know, and none of these videos are from this year. 2016, 22, 21, 20, 21. All of my videos from previous years are still making more money than anything I've put out. The only video that is even in the top 10 that I've actually did this year was my Suicide Squad Part 1. That is the most amount of views I've had on a video just this year, just in 2024, from something that started in 2024. So, you know, we got to do better. We got to keep moving forward, keep doing better. And I'm going to try to do that. Thank you for all being patient with me. And I love you guys. Hopefully 2025 can be better, because I will say that if it gets lower than it is right now for this entire year, whew, man, we'll figure it out, because that's all we can do, right? Just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. There is no looking back. Look back. You can look back and say, we're going to do better, and then keep going. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I don't know if I'll be live streaming tomorrow. So I'll do the 2 polls tonight for GTA and for the Spider-Man thing. So we'll see what happens there. Other than that, love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Thank you so much to the donations today. Thank you to the, Mario. Oh, you already did that one. Sorry. I just saw it on the screen and it said now, so I got confused. Thank you to the resubscription memberships on Twitch, on memberships on YouTube, and the donations and all that. So love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches. I'll try to make sure to have a Mama Strain stream at some point while she's here. Laters. Ah. Gotcha.